Can you believe the fact that I have been speaking here for like 20 minutes or so, and this thing wasn't even recording? So I just have to start all over again. Alright, what was I talking about? Alright, so welcome guys to this video. I'm excited if you're gonna see it. Not many people see it, but whatever, I'll see it myself afterwards and I'll be talking to myself. But this video is about letting go. Not because I'm an expert at letting go, but because I'm struggling to the same thing, and I just wanted to talk about it and just put some information out there and share my personal struggles and my personal experience, and maybe some people can get something out of it and you can help them. We're all in this together. So back to letting go. Letting go of what? Why? And I don't know, let me just retrace my thoughts, because I talked about this very deeply like a few minutes ago, and realizing that the camera was off, it's kind of like, you know, trying to get all my thoughts back together again. But yeah, going back to letting go. We all have difficult things in our past, very, very difficult things in our past, whether it be physical problems, mental problems, or emotional problems. Now, many people can see those physical problems. For example, you know, somebody in your family dies, or your parents get divorced, or you're bullied at school. And so people can see that, you know, he's all these things happening. So if that person is not right, or is suffering, or is depressed, you kind of go out there and see maybe that's why. And then there's other people that are mentally weak, or let's say very mentally and emotionally sensitive. So even though they might have a regular life with regular parents, regular friends, and everything's going fine on the outside, internally they are so sensitive that they live, let's say, in a world of glass. You know, let's just say, you know, you kind of hit yourself on the table like that, and you're like, oh wow, you just hit myself on the table. But for that sensitive person, let's just say they hit themselves, it's like their hand is made of glass. They hit themselves, their hand's gonna break. Now, is that right or wrong? We don't know. We just know that there's many different kinds of people, and I'm one of those people, very mentally sensitive and emotionally sensitive. And so we accumulate all of those mishaps, physical, mental, or emotionally, from our past. Because remember, we were all going through this, so we all have this in our past from us. And then we don't process them and let them go as if they're just my past. I'm in the present moment, and I have a clean slate right now, and I should just start and continue life from this point on. That would be the ideal thing to do. But it's relatively hard. So what do? We still carry all the heavy luggage in our bags, and we just struggle to life. And every time we get into a friendship, relationship, we meet people, all of that is with us. All of that is with us. And the people that we interact with, they kind of feel that. They feel that. We, most of the times, feel them. If you're a little more of a feeler like I am, you just feel what the other person is going through. And then sometimes they might feel your problems. You might have a big smile on your face and be like, everything's awesome, smiling, smiling. And people think you're okay. And a lot of people do this. Some people do it better than me, of course. But this is just like a video blog, like a little journey of my life and what I'm going through. Just because, you know, we're here to share our experiences. We're here to share. So I am going through this process of trying to let go, because I just recently got out of a relationship, which, let's just say, it was a very, very toxic relationship. Now, not because I'm blaming this other person for the whole problems. Let me just check if it's recording. Yeah, so it's still recording. Good. So going back to it's just a very toxic thing, right? So let's just say at the beginning of a relationship, you know, I'm here Edgar, working through my problems, working through life, getting everything together, learning new things, trying to become a better version of myself, right? But I'm still deeply inside, I'm very insecure and I have many problems that I still haven't fixed. So that's what is deep inside. And if you haven't heard of the law of attraction, which basically means whatever you are, you attract. So if you're a very insecure person, you will attract insecure people in your life. And if you meet people that are very secure, you will meet them, and because you're insecure and they are very secure, it just kind of doesn't correlate. So eventually you will just kind of fade away from that. That's what happened to me. I met many secure people, extremely good people, but because I am just in a different bandwidth, in a different, still working through my struggles, it's very hard for us to connect. They're already at this level where they have handled their lives. They still have problems. Everybody has problems. They have handled themselves very good, and they have let go of a lot of the problems, a lot of the luggage. So they're a lot lighter. So we kind of don't mix. And if I don't get on their level, I'll probably just fade away from them, from those people. And going back to this relationship, which probably lasted about 6 months on and off, you get me? You break up, you get back together, you kind of like this, you know, it's like there were some extremely high moments, some really low moments, but it was hard to keep it in the middle. It was hard to keep it steady. It was just up or down, and it just creates chaos in your life. You just completely, it's messed up. And this is probably almost 90% of relationships out there. Almost everybody's going through this, because we're not perfect. And so now after, you know, we broke up for a couple days, it really hits me really deeply on an emotional, mental, and probably physical level, because you know, everything's just chaos. Everything's chaos. Fear sets in, and just the memories start fading in. But this is a chance. This is just a chance for anybody. After a breakup, it's a chance to be by yourself completely and truly work these things out. Maybe as much as it takes you, a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you really need to take care of that. Hold all of that pain in and process all of that. You gotta process all of that. Be lighter. Because it's not fair for you to get out of a relationship and go right to another one, and you're bringing all the luggage with you to that person. And it's like it's going to be the same thing all over again. And that's basically what happened. I had my first relationship about 2 years ago, and it lasted a couple months, and I was also, you know, more insecure back then. And then I ended. There was months that I had to work on that. Months that I had completely had to work on myself, what I did wrong, what I need to fix, why did it happen, and in those initial months that you ask those questions, nothing's gonna make sense. Nothing's gonna make sense. So it's like you really have to go through the pain of that. Nothing's gonna make sense. Absolutely nothing makes sense. The only thing that makes sense is when you blame the other person. If you blame the other person, it makes sense because it's their fault and it's not mine. But if you don't accept responsibility for it being half of it your fault, or assuming everything that you did wrong being your fault, you're not gonna grow. And the next relationship that you go to, or friendship even so, friends that you meet, everything is just going to cycle itself. And the same thing is gonna happen again. just like it happened in this last relationship that we've been about 6 months. When I first met this girl, she just got out of a relationship with another person right before me. So it's kind of like all of that luggage she brought to us. While I was trying to work on becoming moving on, I had to then slow down, be with her, and because I was still so emotionally unstable, very sensitive, like, just because I work on myself doesn't mean I'm perfect. Nobody's perfect. So that was something extremely new to me. I did not know how to handle that, how to handle somebody else's baggage. So after a couple weeks, I broke down completely because I didn't know how to handle. I can't blame her, and I can't blame myself, but I have to blame both of us for this. Both of us have to be responsible for what happened. I should have been more understanding, and she also should have been more understanding of herself and working on this. But then again, that's over. It was on and off, and I come now to this point to think of this and put everything on track. Put everything, put a focus on your head to become a better person. Because that's ultimately really what we're here to do. Did you really come to this world to be stagnant and not doing anything in life and expect to live a happy life? It probably doesn't work out. Most often not, it doesn't work out. At least when you work on your problems, you kind of have a little hope that maybe after, as you work on your problems, you will get better in life. But that's, that's another complete story. And it's a solution that I do not know. That's why I'm here trying to let go. Not because I have the solution to tell you guys, hey, here's how you let go, but also because I'm still trying to figure out, how do I let go? How do I let go of all these emotions, ups and downs that I had just recently been through, and all of a sudden cuts off, and you're like, it's like you had a drug. Let's just say a drug, that you had this drug and it's filling you off, filling you up. But just like any other drug, it kills you from the inside. It just kills you from the inside. But you want more of the drug. But you realize that it's killing you, so you have to end it. You have to end this drug because it's killing you. But you want the high from this drug. You want the high so desperately. You want more high of it. But it's killing you on the inside. And then you realize you have to cut it off. And then the withdrawals come in. The withdrawals come in and they just set in. You don't have this drug anymore. You're not in this relationship anymore. It's completely gone, and you have to really take that deep inside of you and realize there's no more drugs. I have to deal with the withdrawals right now. If I go into another relationship right now, or meet somebody else right now, I can meet people and be friends with them. But if I go on a deeper level and I haven't fixed my past relationship, it's gonna catch up to the next one. So for this girl, she's not part of my life anymore, so whatever she does with her life, I just wish her the best. But in terms of my life, I'm really going to fix this. Not fix this, but work on this. You get a little bit every time, and the relationship that you come next, it'll be a little better. It will end, and then you find another one, it will be a little better if you're fixing yourself. Don't go from one thing to the next, because you'll probably never learn like that. So that's what I'm gonna do. It's been a couple days now, so it'll probably take me another week, 2 weeks. Not as much as the first time, and this is the cool thing about this. The more you do this, the more you work on this, the faster you are at working through your problems after every relationship. So I will leave you with this. I think I talked enough, and the rest of the things that are jumbled up in my head, I have to organize them and then put them in different videos and try to stay on topic next time. But again, just to wrap this up with letting go, It's not fair for you to bring your luggage and just hand it to somebody else. I love you. Here's all of me, here's all of my luggage. I think the best way to do this is, I love you. I have been working with myself and all my problems through a while now. I am not perfect and I'm still struggling with this. But I'll do my best to not dump my luggage on you. And I think that will solve a lot of problems in relationships. I feel like that's one of the big problems. You just go from one relationship, you just dump it on the next relationship, and then dump it on the next one. So I'm not saying do this or don't do that. I'm just sharing it from my personal experience, and that's what has happened to me. And I truly would not like to do this. It's not easy. That's why I work so hard on this, to show a little more appreciation for other people. And the less weight you have on you is probably gonna be a lot easier. So if you're watching this video, you know, I appreciate the fact that you're watching this video. I'll probably make a couple videos soon, since now I have more time and to do a lot of these things. I literally have more time to do a lot of things now, which is one of the ups of being single. You have more time. So I'll talk about many different topics, many different things that I find very interesting. Might be a little complex, but they're extremely interesting. And if there's nobody watching them, that's cool too. I will watch them in the future. Again, this is just not to put out there. This is also for my own benefit, as I will watch these videos later and see, oh, that's what I used to look like a couple months ago, a year ago, 2 years ago. So I'm just sharing. So you can do the same. Just share. Don't dump your problems on other people. Share your problems. Don't dump them. Share. And try to figure them out and fix them. And then find new problems and fix those. But you can do whatever you want in life. That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of free choice. So, thank you so much for watching if you are, and I will see you, and see myself also, next time. Another video.